Has to shed the skin of anything around us that's not authentic, right? Anything around us not for our highest good, right? And I feel like for a lot of us now, we're kind of coming to that point where it's like, right, you've done the training, it's time to do the work, right? Especially if you've kind of been receiving the calling, that sort of sense from spirit that you're meant to do something. This is now time to start putting these plans into action. We are the beacons of hope for other people. We are beacons of hope for each other. We don't realise how much we can have an influence on each other. Hello, spiritual worlds, especially hello, Gemini. Hello, Gemini. How are you doing? It's Jared here from Spiritual Worlds, and welcome to your reading for February 2025. I can't believe we're in 2025. We are literally halfway through the decade. Onwards and upwards, as they say. Well, this is your reading for February 2025. I hope it resonates with you. I do work quite broadly because I want the message to come across to whoever needs it, and so you may find that parts of it or the whole of it resonates with you. Just use your discernment, and as I said, I'll be doing other readings and things moving forward, so I'm sure there is ways in which we can connect, and hopefully I can be of help to you. So the reading today is going to be slightly different than what I've done before. I am using 3 sets of cards, so I'm going to be using these dragon cards. These are fantastic little tools for just bringing in some really lovely uplifting energies. Got some lovely colours with them. We're also going to be using the moonology deck, which I absolutely love this deck because it breaks things down in very practical terms and brings in the sort of very grounded practicalities of the message. And we're going to finish off with the Oracle Unicorn cards. So I love the fact that we've got these kind of more. We've got a mix of the fantastical and the grounded there. So I hope that this message finds you well. Whew. Gemini. It's quite strange when I always do Gemini because I'm a Gemini myself. But it feels as if when I'm connecting with the energy for you, I feel like you have come through a battle, are going through a battle. There is definitely the theme of being embattled here. And I feel that this is a month where we're finally going to see some uptick and transition and things moving forward, and really the fruits of our labour starting to come to some sort of fruition, or come at least achieve some sort of direction. However, it feels like you need to be clear in the path or direction that you used to take. You also need to have a plan. This is definitely putting you outside your comfort zone a little bit, because Geminis tend to have a lot of things going on in their head at once, and they tend to find that they have multiple projects going on at the same time, and I think it feels like a plan is needed, but a step back and sort of like, right, where is the best place to apply myself? Where is the best place to apply my skills here? My knowledge and skills, and how can I use this to, benefit my life, make my life happier? I feel there's a feminine influence coming in here. So for some of you, you're going to be finding that there's new female energy. So this could be new love, it could be just a new friendship, or it could be more to do with the divine feminine coming in. There's definitely a female nurturing energy coming in around you this month. Okay, I don't know how that's going to manifest, and that's going to be different for different people. But for some of you that are looking for sort of news on the romantic front, then I feel like that's going to be definitely something that comes up this month. But for those of you who are wanting to bring more sort of love, compassion, caring, empathy into your life, more optimism, we're going to find that their more emotional sides of our being are going to be kind of released this month by certain forces that are at play. So the first card that we're going to draw for you is the Orange Dragon, and this has to do with soul families and people coming together. Some of you, Gemini, may have people from your past coming into your awareness this month. Some of you may be starting new projects that will involve working with other people. Some of you may be, I definitely feel that you are going to be in a position where you are bringing people together, whether this is planning a party or gathering, or you are bringing people together through your work, or you are going to be facilitating some form of event of some kind. There's definitely the energy here, and the energy of soul families and that sort of thing is quite interesting as well. I think this means like a lot of you are going to be connecting with more people who are like you. For those of you who are spiritually inclined, you may be finding that you're drawing sort of people from your past that have maybe not seen in a while, and they are asking questions about sort of like things that may have changed around you or around them. You're catching up with old friends. You know, this sort of like bringing in the right people now to fill the right places, I think is important at this particular moment in time. I feel like a lot of your time, Gemini, over the last year and a half has been about getting things straight within yourself, getting the balance correct within yourself. You may have found that you have been more introverted than you normally are, and others may have seen a change in you, that you're not your sort of like bolshy, obsequious self. And others of you may have also found that it kind of manifests in the opposite. You're kind of more outlandish, more flamboyant. You're more sort of you're very flighty. You find it very, very hard to ground things into reality, right? A lot of us have been going through the kind of soul searching, dark night of the soul, confronting difficult situations and the ramifications of the past and past decisions made. This has been a theme over the past sort of couple of years for humanity in general, especially since 2020, and I feel a lot of manifestation of that is right. Okay, we're sick and tired of the negative. We want to start bringing in something new, so we're making these personal choices, and sometimes they're happening in very, very, very small steps, and sometimes they're happening in massive sweeping changes that are happening. And I think this is for Gemini, this is like the transitory point where we've made these sort of little steps along the way, and we've built up, and now is the time for like the bigger events to start occurring. Maybe not so quite just yet in February, but I feel that's the sort of general direction that we're heading into. But we're going to find out even more by dealing 5 moonology cards, and we're going to see what comes out here from Spirit. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope that this reading is resonating with you. If it is, I please ask that you add a like to the video, or possibly consider subscribing to the channel. Hello. we've got our first card. I also offer private readings on my website, which is spiritualworlds.co.uk. And I also do card readings of the day and other short videos on TikTok. You can find me there at Spiritual Worlds. So, and the website and all the links to everything is in the comment section down below. I believe this card has come up, funny enough, every single reading that I've done. This is a time where a lot of us are being asked to shed the skin of anything around us that's not authentic, right? Anything around us is not for our highest good, right? And I feel like for a lot of us now, we're kind of coming to that point where it's like, right, you've done the training, it's time to do the work, right? Especially if you've kind of been receiving the calling, that sort of sense from spirit that you're meant to do something. This is now time to start putting these plans into action. The energy is gaining momentum, right? It's down to you. They are giving you the energy. They're giving you what you need. Spirit have given you what you need to move forward, right? The answers are right in front of you. You just need to trust what you've been given and action what you need to action to make the outcomes that you want or need possible right now. You're very close to achieving your goals. It's there. It's right in front of you. We just need to grab it. A time to give rather than take, and confidence is key to your success. So I feel like a lot of you guys that are sort of in whatever project you're doing, or when you're sort of bringing people together, I feel that is very much a theme. You are responsible for bringing people together. You are responsible for you're going down a path where you have been contemplating something for some time, right? You have been weighing up the pros and cons. You've been procrastinating. Now is the time to act. Okay? Now is the time to start putting these thoughts, these feelings, these ideas into action. If this is considering a relationship, and this relationship has been a bit up and down, now is the time. It's either going to work or it's not, right? There's no more fooling around or holding back now, right? We have to really start moving into this new paradigm that's surrounding us, right? And I feel that I hope this kind of resonates with you, because again, it is slightly broad, but for example, if we are going through a job situation, you might find things are heating up with your job, that there is work now that needs to be done, and you need to be focusing on that work. There's an outcome, there's a goal that needs to be reached, and we actually need to start knuckling down, putting the effort in, pushing forward. The time for procrastination is now over, because we need to achieve things. And for a lot of you, this achievement is you and another person, or you and another group of people, or your group of people and X's group of people coming together to achieve a greater goal, right? This is about you planting the seeds, you moving forward, you interacting, you doing the things that you need to do to accomplish whatever goal it is that you seek to achieve this month. If you don't know what that goal is, you will have an idea of the direction of travel. And what I mean by that is, you might not know what the outcome is, but you kind of have an idea of where you want to go. You might have some hobbies or interests you need to explore, and now is the time to explore them. This doesn't have to be sort of game-changing, world-changing stuff. It's what's game-changing and world-changing for you. How do we move things from a stagnant or negative direction into a more positive direction? How do we get the best outcome? Now it's by action. But knowing when the right time is to act as well. Hope. We are the beacons of hope for other people. We are beacons of hope for each other. We don't realise how much we can have an influence on each other. We don't realise how sometimes our words that we might say in passing have an effect on another person. Or the fact that we give our time, we give our energy, we give our attention to another person. We don't sometimes appreciate what it means to that person and the changes that we can make just by simply being in a situation. This is a very interesting time to be on planet Earth. And a lot of us are feeling this energy. And we want to do something. We want to be active in this energy. Because it feels like this energy is very transformative. If you're being pushed out of your comfort zone this month, Gemini, sometimes you just have to trust the process. That doesn't even necessarily mean trust in spirit or trust in God. It means trusting that you have the skills and abilities necessary to achieve your goals. And if you break each individual step down, if you follow a loose blueprint, or as some people like to call it, a plan, not to the letter, but so you have an idea of the direction of travel and where you're going, what goals you want to reach, the outcomes you want to manifest, then now is the time to put the method in the madness. Now is the time to take that action that we need to take to move our lives forward. God bless you, Gemini. Thank you very, very much for watching this reading. I hope that it resonates with you, and I hope that you've taken something from this reading. And if you have, let us know in the comment section below how this reading resonated with you. And I'll see you soon for another video. Remember, you can find me on TikTok/spiritualworlds, and also my website, which is spiritualworlds.co.uk, and my portfolio site, which is jaredwalters.co.uk. God bless you. Let love guide your way. Take care.